Hello, my friends. Welcome to my Living Wisdom speech. Today's topic is the life that I know something about. I'm tenderly professor and a psychologist. Then, what is life? Life is really big questions. As far as I know, I still don't know what life is all about. Looking into all kind of literature and the study of my life about myself, I find out today the scientists have not been able to tell us how the life really started on Earth some 4.47 billion years ago. And as of today, the scientists still not able to tell us how they can produce a single cell which can self-replicate bacteria from their laboratory. I mean, they're not able to produce a cell to show the life. And also, scientists are not able to tell us they find the life in other outer space. Really, I really don't have much information to tell what is real life is all about. Life remains mystery to me. But I enjoy all the challenge that life presented to me. Although we don't really know what life really is, but I feel we can recognize the life. And we saw life is indicated by a biological signs such as cellular divisions or mutation or metabolism. In this year, January 2022, I want to corresponding with my Aunt Terry, and I went to the nursery to buy a bean Rainier, and I planted it in my backyard. In March, it started to sprout, but strangely, in mid-July, it started to wither. I thought it must be caused burned by the triple-digit temperature. But surprisingly, at the end of July, it started to sprout again. And I feel so happy because you can see got all the new leaf. I say, wow, my Rainier do have life. And he got his life back. So I really feel life is actually running in time. Although we don't know how we don't know its beginning, how it started, but we know the life is running in time, and I can recognize its biological signs. And that I feel good about. I have some in touch with life. Earth is our first spark in life. When we were born, we take the first breath and make a big crying sound. And the surrounding nurse, doctor, parents, anybody hear our crying sound, they immediately say, this baby got life. And same thing like the birds too. In this year, in July, I got two birds, lovebirds. They were just out of their nest. And their parents sure they come to my backyard. And I was so delighted to see these two birds. Because this is the first day they're out of their nest. Seemed like they were born in the sand. And they were ready to go out and fly around. And we human beings are same like a bird, moving around all over the place. So our life, although we are not started from birth, but it's the first spark in our birth. We don't know where we come from. We all know we come from our parents. Therefore, as to my life, and to your life too, I think, we all grateful to our parents and our ancestors. As you know, another key point in life is faith. Faith is the last spark in our life. And we always want to have a live longest life. And this picture I see from Google say the longest human being so far documented is a French woman, Jenny Louise Carmen. She was able to live up to 122 years old. But even though she lived such a long life, she still has to die. Death is the last point, last spark in our life. And we all know when we die, we have a last breath out. At that time, our people next to us see we have give out the last breath. The doctor, everybody notice that we are gone. And when we come, we feel we come with empty-handed, but when we die, we also go with empty-handed. However, we leave behind some memory, some memorable thing, what we do, what we say in our life to the others. And that is a very interesting part to the life too. So basically speaking, life is mortal. There's a birth, there's a death. Life is mortal. We all have to die. But when we die, where we go? That is another unknown ending. We don't know where we go. But from this process, we see life is really delicate, very fragile. Even like that, up to this point in my life, I value every bit of my life. I enjoy every bit of my life. Up to this point, I have shown you life. There's a very unknown beginning, then come to the birth, then come to the death, then go to another unknown ending. But between the birth and the death, we have a little bit longer part. I call it living. Living is in between birth and death. And since living is all we can know about, and it's a major focus in our life. It also presents a million of sparks. But in my understanding, in my life, in my study, I find out all these sparks are energy driving. And they, basically speaking, they are either looking for power or money or sex and love. Now we all know like in all our society, in our world, in history speaking, over this human civilization, we have peace, we have war, and in between we have all kind of activity, such as I have a even have a human relationship class with my homelander. So you can see life in living in this living major part, there's all sparks. And I was really fascinated with all the happening in living. Again, it's present me a lot of challenges, but I feel fascinated with all of them. Our living stage in our life, there's a million of sparks, but you can see marriage is the most enduring spark in living. And here I share with you a diagram presented by Nathan Yao. He has a diagram and marital status by age. The top one is for the men, and the bottom one for the female. You can see as we get older, this portion, that's the widow portion, getting larger and larger, especially for the female. That is, when we are getting older, most of people become widow. That is, we have to take care of ourselves. And I even notice, even though you are a couple, they start to separate in bed, in room, sometimes even in residency. So we can say, as our kid move right out of our nest, the parents getting older and older through the aging, and the solitude gradually become the way of life in senior years. That is to say, we all have to be really independent to take care of ourselves. The reason marriage takes the main stage in living is it is because we are social animals. And in our life, we need a partner. And marriage provides the most enduring partnership. And I did a study on marriage to find out what are the things holding the marriage together. And I got a good answer. In 1997, when I was a professor in Taiwan, I took a study on all those students. They are married students, and about 116 married school teachers was the subject. And I majorly interested in their uh, marriage, how they feel about their marriage, the stability, and how the husband and wife, how they like each other or not. So spouse satisfaction is another uh, dependent variable. And I was of all 10 independent variables and try to evaluate which independent variable is the best predictor of their marriage and their spouse satisfaction. I do a stepwise multiple regression analysis. I find out three of them stand out. The first one is constructive communication. Second one is no walk out from the home. Third one is interest in sex. So these three things are some of the ingredients in a good marital partnership. And I feel good about it. I believe this is a very good result. And here I share with you on these three ingredients. As we already know from the previous slide, our life changes when we do our living from birth to death. When we get in older, our marriage status changes too. We become separated or we become widow. So besides marital partnership, we need some other partnership too. Even though our lifestyle become solitude, we have to take care of ourselves. But if we have somebody we have a good relationship with, form a partnership with, then our life will become more satisfactory. And this was indicated by Harvard follow-up study. They did a good follow-up study. I presented it to you. You can look at the videotape. Basically, in this video, they tell us, you want to enjoy your life, you got to have a good relationship with others. In a sense, you have to have a good partner. You have a marital partner, that's good. If not, because of life circumstances change, you become divorced, separate, become widow, then you need to form another partnership. But my last slide show you the three ingredients are very important to form a partnership. One is constructive communication skill you have with another person. This is the first important. When there's a problem happen, you got to know how to negotiate, give and take, and through verbal exchange to solve all the marital or interpersonal conflict. That's constructive communication. And second one, I also indicate in the marital partnership, you should not walk away from your home. But if you form another partnership, you have to, then at least, you got to maintain some kind of cohabitation with another person. And if you want for another person, you are not in a marital partnership, then maybe the third one, you got to have maintain some kind of common interest between him and her, and him have a common interest. So if you can do that, then you will have a good partner in your life. So in your life from birth to death, although your lifestyle become more solitude, you have to take care by yourself. A lot of things you have to do on your own. But if you have a good partner, you will enjoy your life better. So I'd like you to use my study on marital relationship these three ingredients apply to any other partnership you form with another person. Come to this point, I'd like to make a summary of what I know about life. And we know life is just one like a time tunnel. From the unknown beginning, come to the birth, then we make a living, then come to death, then go into another unknown. This is very much our life tunnel. And major focus, I already show you, is living. And in living, we are striving, energy driven every day. People were saying, sometimes people were saying, why people that give you one mouth and two ears? And they say because God want you speak this, and listen more. That's the interpretation. But I use this analogy, I give a interpretation about two hands. Why did God give you two hands? Well, in my study, I found out they give you two hands. During the living, a lot of people either looking one hand, try to grab money and power. Another hand, they try to grab love and sex. So anyway, living is a major part in our life. And this is the most important part. And the most important part, out of the most important part is the meaning of it. And I specifically mentioned about marriage because we are social animals and we need a partner in our life. And to maintain the partner, you got to know how to form the partnership. And I even give you three major ingredients: constructive communication skills, and not run away from your home, and also interest in sex, common interest. And all these are very important to form your partnership. Even though our life getting older and older, and we become more solitude, other thing we have to take care of by ourselves. But it's good to have some partner on your side. And this is the graph I showed to you. The major important is the living. And I always, for the unknown part, I respect the existence. Even though I don't know very much about where the life comes from and where the life gone, I don't know very much about it. I'm unknown. But I respect it's there. But my major focus on the living, and I always try to enjoy my life and share my living experience with others. You can see I even wrote the two books titled Life Asks, I Answer, published in Amazon.com. And for the most part, I share my experience with others. And I enjoy my life and I enjoy doing that. Okay, my friends, let's not just celebrate our birthday. We only think about happy birthday here, birthday there. let's just not celebrate our birthday. Birthday is just one part of our life. The most important is our life. So let's start to celebrate our life. So let's say happy life every day. You know, hope you have a happy life from now on. And I hope you enjoy my presentation today. See you next time. If you like my presentation, you can thumb up, comment, or subscribe. I see you next time. Bye bye.